Right, so I've added another trailer mod in. Actually, I was going to have a look at something so quickly before we do anything. I was going to have a quick look at something. Just before we jump into the map. Right, here we go. So that one's got 60. It's got 30 or 60. Okay. So it still may use the base game because they've put more on. So, 2 mods. We'll have a look at the reworked. So under MISC. Should have a couple of different. Yeah. So you got that. Or that. And then you got the autoloader. So I've got a few different variants. So this is the reworked variant. Right, give me 2 seconds.
it's time for him to fly.
Right, I'm back. You still in here or are you gone? Right. It's auto load, auto load. So you auto load. Okay, that's interesting. So you got auto load 2 layers. Grown giants, blank. Beacon light. I won't bother with beacons. Okay, it's got mud flaps down the bottom. Flipping it, there's a lot of conversions. Okay, so I quite like that, but the amount of configurations is ridiculous. That's not bad. So it'd be interesting to see the auto load because that's just the bog standard trailer. So that's 29,500. They're both the same price. Be interesting to see because that can take a lot more. 7.7 tons, 7.8 tons. So it'd be both. So yeah, there's options. And then the last thing I want to look at is productions. C production is 45,000. You got a sawmill that's massive. Multi-production factory. It's not a bad option. Is it under sheds or is it under silos? It's there. It's 50,000 for pallets. Now, I know we got this building. And to be honest, I'm going to keep this for my sheep pasture. I quite find that quite funny actually. And if we end up going in with this somewhere, where's the best place to dump it? It wouldn't be, I wouldn't have it down here. Yeah. I think it might be time to upgrade that at some point. But yeah, we've had a look. Right, let's get... Right, who's in here and who's sort of not? That kind of makes sense. The plan is let's get this field finished. So in theory with the chainsaw this should work. You know, I'm having a little bit of issues with it. There you go. So how are we actually doing for space? Not actually that bad. I quite like that. It's enough room to do stuff. Which is kind of a good thing. I think we'll probably drop the front loader off again. Right, next game day we got to do a load of linemen. They're still on 18k. Just notice we need a fuel. So go and grab some fuel. Probably repair this while we're at it. Let's leave it in. No, not. Let's go back a minute. Manually do this. Right. Let's go and grab some fuel and then drop the front loader off. I know it's unrealistic. So you would normally leave the front loader on. It's not a common point we need. So we'll drop the log forks off. We'll pick that trailer up and move that trailer eventually. So where are we going to put... This is where the log store would come in handy. So what I'm thinking is, this is what I'm looking at now. Where would I realistically... Again, do we just dump... I've got an idea. This is now the time to put that shed in, I think. Right, can we get 3? No, we can't because it's too old. So how much did that cost us? 5, so we're not going to move it. Okay, let's answer that question. Where is it gone? There. But you got a window there. I've got an idea. Let's go in here. So we've got this shed. Unless we put it to the front of there. This is kind of what how my mind works. I don't like that. So it says shovel rack on it. Yeah. And this is kind of what I'm debating by now. It's where this should end up. That's kind of what I'm working out at the moment, where it should go. There's no place that kind of just goes, yeah, that sits there. Does that kind of make sense? Unless we do shift that. And that's what I'm kind of getting at the moment, shifting that out of the way. And then going from there, and then put in this. No, we'll work out the caravan in a minute. There you go. Landscaping, painting. Dirt. Yeah, we can't because of him there. Right, and then buildings, farmhouses. So you could just upgrade to the cabin. I don't think I've got anything else. 10,000, and there's nothing on the side. No. Should do something a little bit different here. Thousand. There you go. Solved it. £1,000. Boom. There you go. Done. You know, I can't see. That hoses. That'd be useful. Reverse that back out. And that's how you keep stuff tidy. Door shut. Yep. We actually haven't lost any money, so by selling that and getting that for 1,000, we've actually made a bit of cash back. That's the funniest thing. We didn't actually lose anything. It's kind of the funniest thing. Yeah, I've left that as a big grass field. So, yeah. I thought that would have been sensible. I did leave that. Yeah, next gate, so, yeah. I decided we're not actually going to spend money. Okay. Try and actually get to work, shall we? Yeah, I'm gonna have to sort of GPS out in a minute. There you go. Right, I'm gonna have to sort this out. I know what the issue is. 0.001. There you go. The reason I've done that is the front loader up. Should be noticed. Yep, that's nailed that. Thing is, there's plenty of land. There's plenty of land still left. Look at that gorgeous sunrise. This is the latest we've worked for a long time on this map. And yeah, the fields around here aren't actually that bad. They're quite level. It's just that big hill over the back. But yeah, combine is going to be fun. Like, yeah, we're not, like, yeah, as straight as we used to be. So next game day, it'll be so we've got a bit of work to do on the farm. So I still plan to do like the forestry areas on here. There's like, let's just throw the cruise control. No, wrong one. Throw the cruise control on. Because yeah, I was still thinking of getting 22. Or even 23 to start with. 22, 23 combined, because we can get a lease on it. But we need to pay this bit of land off at the moment. We don't own it. I am thinking of trying something. That possibly gives me an edge. No, it might tell me field sizes. If there's any problem with custom fields, you don't get field size. You may do on contracts, but I don't think it would work on here. Tell you what, it's definitely getting dark now, 8 o'clock. So I think this is possibly a bit smaller than the rest. It's not quite as big as the top field. So I didn't quite want to make it as big. So the trick is, as long as we've got enough field to produce 48,000 litres of barley. So two and a half trailer loads is what we're looking at. That's our target coming in. That's our target coming in. Right, another phone. Right, I'm back. Sorry, my phone keeps ringing. It's getting really dark on here now. Kind of glad we got the extended lights. We haven't actually needed the extended lights to now. We're doing well. I said this will take the time, but we got GPS. We got enough daylight hours to see by. So yeah. So I think the plan is for the doing canoe. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I might do, yeah, because if say we get 5, 10, 15, 20, so we'll do them 4, and we'll do that as barley this year. So we'll do that as barley. Mine get away. We'll see how much literage we got. We got enough to get through the next year. We've got 99. So I doubt we'll use that. So yeah, we'll just do this year. We'll just do them 3 and do this lot as barley and see how much money we make. The only field I might extend is this one and cut into the bottom of this tree line. I might do that because that, yeah, I'm just looking at this going, actually, that could do with cutting in. I've left this because I want to plant trees in here. And I've left that as a grass field. So that will be turned back. I probably will plough that up and put that in a grass field. But at the moment, it depends on how much grass we need. But I will be making some paddocks. And that's the thing, as time goes on, you can develop and upgrade. And that's the thing, like, how this field started and how it's evolved. I still haven't finished with that field. I might actually, next game day, last job I do is extend that out. And that's kind of how it is on here. I know I might not be progressing as fast as some people may progress on this map. But that's the whole point of a survival challenge. Like, compared to where we were and where we are now. Like, our next route upgrade is cedar. That's my next upgrade. It's getting the cedar upgraded. So I'm just loading up Discord a minute. I just want to just do something quickly. Well, I've got 30 seconds. Yeah, sundown's definitely here now. But it's fine, we can still work in the dark, it's fine. Yeah, it's nice just following the contours. So yeah, that road, oh, that's why I re-put the road back in, because that definitely is following the rough path. And that seems to be working better now I've gone across. Possibly that corner could be dropped a little bit, but it's fine. But that's kind of thing, I wanted to keep, the way I view it is, I want to keep what's on the map, wooded areas. And that's why I took this out, because it's not really highlighted on the map as a wooded area. So if it's not highlighted as a wooded area on a map, it can go. Like that tree that sat there. It's technically not on our turf, but I'm tempted to get rid of it. In any event, it just depends if it annoys the thing. So again, the field's big enough, 13 across. It kind of does what I need it to do. Moon's up. The problem is you could really do with a light. Lights are great, because how bright they are, but you really could do with, even though you got them two, you could really do a light underneath the back. Don't get me wrong, I think the increased light range is ridiculous. Like that is just insane what you can see. I'm going to run to 9 o'clock, and then we'll call it a day. How many hours have we actually been running? I know it's not realistic. We've added 0.49 in, so yeah, that should be fine. We've ploughed 3 hours, cultivated 3 hours. We've sowed for 5 hours. I'm not sure what spray is. Could be the fertiliser. Harvest 9 hours on harvesting. We've used quite a bit seed, fertiliser, bales, trees. We've done 106 trees. 75 hours. We've worked 84.65, 84 hectares we've worked. That's ridiculous. Yeah, this field's big enough. I think we get away with the 3 barleys. We've got enough field. Should produce 48,000 litres. So yeah, we basically need 2.5 trailer loads. It's roughly what we need, so we will extend that up to 20,000. In a minute, I'm going to go that way because it'll be quicker. It may or may not be, I don't know, we'll just see. We'll just take it as it comes. I'm actually quite impressed with how the farm's running. I know the most realistic way is ploughing, and that then ploughs textures in. But yeah, definitely could do with a stone picker. We just can't afford one because like the one I want is like 50 grand. Stone pickers are really expensive on it. Like, where are they? 25, 41, or 52. Yeah, it'd be that I'll be looking at. Where is Massey? On another map. We don't have money for it. We just don't have money. That's what it comes down to. That's what I'm running this Landini for. We've put 20 hours on here now since we bought it secondhand. I can't justify buying a Massey. No, because we can't make, for what I need, I can't make the money. So, anything in use, nothing in used. So if I sell this, we're looking at 46,773. And then what's the horsepower we'll be upping this to? 225. To get the same equivalent. You're looking at 200. Where am I going to get the 200 grand from? Yeah, that's the thing. If you've been listening to me for the last 70 hours on here, the only thing I'm going to do with a loan is two things. The only time I can put... So, technically, I will not loan on this map. I'm trying to not loan. So, I'll only loan under two conditions. The first condition is if something comes up in the used sales that we need. Second condition is we've got to realistically pay that back within... as soon as we sell our produce. And I can't see diddly squat. No. I'm not going to cheat. The whole point of this is a survival series. I know I would have cheated. Because if you've been catching up with anything... So, I know I'm massively behind. I know I'm massively behind, well, on my YouTubes. But if you've been catching and listening to what I've been saying over the last few months on... Well, I think I've been on here... I don't know how many months I've been starting this. I'll work it out in a bit. But yeah. It's quite funny, actually. We're 70 hours in. We've had no loans on here. Well, no, maximum loan, I think, 5 grand, that's it. So technically, no loans. We've leased nothing, even though I've been tempted. The only thing I am tempted to do... Nope. Nope. That did not go to plan. Ouch, that's gonna hurt. That wasn't fun. That was a bit of a pain. I've realised actually I should have been doing this in the first place. It's quite funny actually how that's sort of centered there. I forgot to turn the GPS on. That's actually really funny. That's really funny. It's a bit messed. So, Forage Harvester is our next purchase point. That's kind of the next thing we need to purchase. Right, that's done. Might end up changing that corner a bit. Right, we're going to go park this up over the back. Is that a tree root? That's what I'm driving over, or is that a stone? No, it's that. Okay. I'm looking for stumps as I'm going as well. Oh, wow. Okay, that's how you get rid of stumps. Interesting. Might be useful for some of these bigger fields. Right. Let's hit that. Nope. I want to go. Wrong button. Extend this field out a little bit. How close am I running to that border now? Am I on it? Just about. How does that look for extending up? Yeah, that's kind of worked. Shift, dupe, hold, GPS off. Let's swing in, see if we got anything in here. Got one. Do we need to fill sheep? Do not go next going down unless we've done that. Yes, we do. Okay, so we'll do that in a minute. Last job of the day will be that. So we're going to put this back in the barn, then we're going to fill the sheep's water. Right, I want to just check something. $130 plus 90. Yeah. But I'm about to give this a go. See if my theory works. Might be looking to get a solar panel on it at some point, but the lights on the back of this truck produce enough that you can see. So if this works, I'll be selling cultivator. So I can connect. Right. And they're both the same size in theory. So that's down. But does that... This is the thing. This is the experiment I'm trying. It doesn't work. Okay. At least we know there are a couple of adaptions you can run on here. So at least I know that doesn't work. So I don't know what. So it definitely attaches to something, but I don't know what. Does that kind of make sense? So potentially we'll be getting rid of the shallow cultivator at some point. Right. There you go. Now I have got a front weight around if we need it. We don't at the moment. Right. So next job. We're about to call it at night and go to sleep in a second. Actually, yeah, let's do sheep water and then call it a night. There's a bump in this yard. Interested to see what mods come out today though. Right. Still got enough, so that's good. We got to do our bulk water transfer on this, guys, at some point. So I'm going to move one of them pallets out of the way in a minute. Didn't mean to reverse straight into them. So I plan to remove a couple of them bales in a minute. We'll do that tomorrow with the forklift. Yeah, got a couple of jobs need doing. Cheapest forage machine is 435. It's nice to have that on it though, the Raptor. 180 for manoeuvre. We've got the proper maneuvering machine. But that's kind of where I want to go. You got an industrial wood chipper there. So yeah, we'll move that out. So we got 1, 2. So yeah, we've got a few pallets of wool. We'll probably go and put them in the barn. So we'll see how we're doing water on them, guys. We'll just pull the water trailer out here. A minute. So we'll do some checks before we call it a night. But yeah, we're close to calling it a night. Do with a colour. Could do with a colour things for this pallet forks. But I'm thinking of getting the big bag holder, because eventually, when we earn enough money, that's kind of the way we can run with this. So right, let's, before we call it a night, let's do some landscaping. Could have enough light to do that. See, painting dirt. And then you want, I want the odd bit of grass, the odd bush. There you go. Just add a bit more. See, there's a bush. There's a little bit more realisticness around. That bush is kind of in the way. But yeah, I don't like that one there. That one there. That looks a bit better. Right, let's save and see how we're doing. Right, so they're fine. They're fine. They're fine. So then he reached 550. 18 months. 2003, so yeah, we've got enough there at the moment. So wool's 1200. Fabric's 3. So whereas clothes is 10. Say you do clothes. Is it 10? 10, 20. You need 4. You need about 8 pallets. I don't know how difficult that is to do. So yeah, I've got plans on here with the sheep. Let's go one more. Let's go. Yeah, we're good. Okay, that's not letting me sleep. That's better. 7 AM because we've got a few bits we need to get done this game day. So not sure what the costs were overnight, so I don't think we got a loan. No, we haven't. So it was £3 of productions. Right, so new vehicles, sold vehicles, construction cost, sold buildings, land purchase price. Of course, land purchase price. 801 on property maintenance, production costs. Yeah. So he's doing well. 36 pieces, 32 months old. They're doing well. They've got enough. 575 in 19 months. So we'll see what top price. If we can get £1,000 from, then yeah. They're nearly done. I know what the greenhouse is doing for, so they've still got enough water. Anything in used today? That's way too big for a farm. But yeah, it's 44% off with 6 hours on the clock. Yeah. That's kind of thing. It'll get to a point where we will need to upgrade. Right. First job of the day. Are our fields okay? That's the question. So we technically need to cultivate 3 fields. And plant. So we need to do a load of cultivating, a load of planting. First things we need to do is the line. We've got a busy August ahead of us. I'm not running 2 days just yet. I don't need to. I'll worry about that as and when it comes to it. I knew this was part around the back here. Right. Bit of speed because I could not bother this any other way. I want to put a front weight on here in a minute. We've got it, we just got to go pick it up. I will be tempted to put a front weight on it in a minute. I put some wider tyres on it as well, just to make it a little bit easier. Yeah, yeah, we're going to basically, by November, we're going to be in debt. So, it's going to be a fun year. But I think my priority will be the cedar. Once we've got everything sold. Now we've got this many fields, it'd just be easy to have an all-in-one. I was looking at something. I'm just going to pop out a minute. I want to have a look at a website for a baler. Right. This will take seconds to fill. So that meant to be like that was our modding. So first time I've probably looked into this trailer. Wheat, barley, oats, canola, some lime. It's the only thing that here is cheap. Right, while that's doing that, that shouldn't cost us too much. Right, 4D modding. Okay. And that's why that's what's it? High speed spreader, 16 ton, 19 ton dually. So that's create a download link for that. So what I'm gonna do is come out and just save. Because I want to add two things in. Right, what else has he got on here? See how much that is. Right, give me 2 seconds. I'm just downloading a couple of mods. Right, it's done. So let's add them into the game and see what they bring us. I want to see how much they are. Right. I'm not even sure because I know they've put their high quality mods. Should be no issues whatsoever. No errors. But I think they're custom bale sizes. So if we look in here, we've got bale loaders. There you go. So this is the Parkland Accumulator Mod. So I don't know if that's an auto loader. I think it auto loads 3 bales. Not exactly sure what that attaches to, if I'm honest. So I'm not sure if that attaches to the back of the baler or the front of it or whatever. But yeah, it's interesting, so we'll see. Balers, ploughs, planters, rollers, mowers, balers. So it might be a way. I've got a lot of stuff because we've also got the twine add-on on here as well. There it is. So you've got different configurations, you see. 126, so it's slightly more, but I think it's cheaper than the in-game. Yeah, 153, so it is slightly cheaper. So right, you've got wheel setup, you've got Heston. So you've got 4900 old. 4900. Bit Agri. New Holland. Bright Red. Massey. Challenger. New Holland. Yellow. Just standard old Heston. Right, bell chute. Right, attaches. You've got bell chute 1. So that's bell chute 1. That's bell chute 2. Parkland Accumulator. So then you just attach the Parkland Accumulator onto the back. Gotta make sense. But you can put silage additive in here. Interesting. Cover colour. Just don't do anything right. So they do up to 240. So yeah, same as them, but yeah, it's his own way of doing it, which is good because you can do 3 at a time. There's not quite the same bale loaders, but at least. So this is 22,500. Need 1 more trailer load. Because of the weight of it, this is why I put its own weight on the back. Put wider tyres on it. I haven't yet, but I could add build load limit at some point. Number plates I'm not worried about, I'll just leave them as standard. So we need one more trailer. I reckon 40,000 litres. So one more trailer. This is what I'm predicting. But this is how I kind of do stuff, so you'll see how I'm going to load this in a minute. One more. So I think the seed is more important than land. But I think we might save the money. So we'll sell the cultivator and the seeder straight away, but we'll then save the money. And then next year we'll buy that bit of land. So we potentially by the end of next year could be 30 grand down in debt. Or do I just, yeah, we'll just see what happens. I might just go, you know what? Priority is buy that land. And to be honest, we'll work out what we've paid in a minute. Because I don't think we should pay the full 88 grand. Because I think what we should say is once we've like financed it at the moment. So we've leased it. So why work out what we actually doing? So there's a way around it that I would try. So leased is this. So we've leased it for 1.7. Yeah, 8,500. So what I'm going to say is we won't be paying the full 80 grand back. So I think that'd be the priority, pay that back first. Yeah, I bought it because of canola. Or oilseed rape. But yeah, considering 70 hours on the map, where we are now, we're about right, give or take. I will be looking when we got budget to repaint everything. So, I mean the tractor and front loader, the two main. But our priority before we do anything is the forage wagon. Forgot about that. That's our priority. My mistake. That's our priority. Priority? Priority. I might also sell the side hill combine as well and buy... We've got budget and buy the bigger one with the 7-metre header. So then we don't need to worry about the combine. Do we really need the side hill? It's nice, we ran it for a while. But I might upgrade to the actual other one. It might be worth doing that at some point as well. I'm not quite nailing where I want this to go at the moment. That's what I wanted. There. Right there. There you go. Now, what I hopefully will do, and hopefully with the weights on the back this won't tip over. That's what I'm kind of hoping. I do love having air hoses on here. They sound awesome. These will now be 1,000 litre a bag. Hopefully this does not tip over. Yeah, it's still too heavy for... It's not that bad. But yeah, that ain't going on. Okay. We tried. Okay, we tried. That's why I'm tempted to get the bigger one. This could take a moment. So this will be 8,000 litres by the time we're done. That's what I was trying to do. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8. This would be 10,000 litres. So we'll be able to probably get 20,000 on this trailer is what my plan is. I'm actually going to try something. I want to see how many more we can go. Because I don't actually know. I want to see if it does more than 4. Nope. Okay, so 4's our limit. Okay. Need a couple more just to make up 1,000 run. Telehandler would definitely be easier for stacking. Yeah, I'm actually saying that now mid game. No, I'm hand stacking. Right, 4 again. We're getting there. Found that easier instead of trying to just level a box. It's easier doing that. Well, the plan is this field in front of me. This will be kept for the bottom end. Got another 4. And that'll do us. I send the 4 taken. Right, that'll do. Yeah, that trailer's about full. So now what we want to do is grab back one hasn't quite gone on. Yeah, it's one probably just slightly out where you need it to be. Right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this. Make sure we're on 42 spread. Literally just going to launch this. But it doesn't need to be 42. That's the thing. It probably can be 21. Right. So we want the line map. Nearly. Yeah, it's just that bottom end. But that's why I'm keeping the trailer back for the bottom end. Then it'll be a 42, and then it'll be a run. I'm hoping 42 meters will cover most of that. See. Just playing with my GPS settings. Let's me have a go getting rid of some of these stumps. Probably the first job of the day. Should be able to just get rid of some of these. Okay. That's weird. That's not working. Just turn her off a minute. I want to see if I can get this to work. See what I mean by you can't find? There's that point. Because in theory, you should just be able to chainsaw the top of this off. Which I find a bit weird that you can't. So it's definitely going to cause an issue. Okay, forget it. Right, so. Is that too wide? If it is, we need a recenter. For me, that's way too wide. So, let's drop it down. Boom. Boom. Okay, so it needs to be the 136. Okay, here goes nothing. See how far 36 gets us through then. So this is why we will be needing that trailer. Just not yet. And it'll be mainly when we get down the bottom fields. The sort of those down there. At the moment we sort of can run this. How much lime you go through though, it's ridiculous. Well, that was just 2,000 litres on that run. Yeah, we definitely will be getting a big lime spreader at some point if we're going to need it. No thing about that. I'm just wondering. Yeah, I think it'd be worth having that trailer down here in a minute. Just get this run finished. Because to be honest with you, you could, yeah. It's an odd shape because you could go into that bottom corner. Thank you for the follow! Gun and Run. Sorry, it took me a second to work your name out there, mate. Thank you for the follow, Gun and Run. Welcome into the Ash Cloud. And welcome into the only series on the internet where no one knows what's going to happen next. This has been 70 hours of experimenting, working out what to do and working out how not to mess up. So yeah, I am slowly putting the vlogs up onto YouTube, on my YouTube channel. Right, that's about there. So after we've done this field, we'll go and grab that trailer. Oh, guidance on. I've missed a bit in that bomb corner. Sometimes you just have to... Hang on, sometimes that's just how you have to look. Yeah, no, exactly. Are we running? Yeah, we are. Okay. No, I completely and utterly agree. Right, let's drop this off here. I didn't want to go down the same road as everyone else by cutting trees down. So I cut... So in my first sort of 4 seasons, I knew I wanted to go down the road of chickens. So I knew I wanted to make my money out of chickens. So I cut enough trees down to buy a pen, buy 360 chickens, and then have enough feed to then get 40 grand. I then used the 40 grand to buy a small tractor, a 1 metre plough, a seeder and a combine, and I ran probably the first 4 or 5 seasons off that. And yeah, technically we are in season 16, technically. That's really heavy. You're gonna make it up this hill, okay? That's it. Yeah, the straps didn't quite... Let me actually re-strap this back on properly. So that's now strapped properly. It's reckoning that we got 49%. So I don't know how it worked that out, but hey-oh. So it's worked out there's there should be 20,000 litres in here, but there's not. Just slightly confused me. Right, we're going to park this up here. We're going to park this up halfway down. Let's move this halfway down between these fields. So yeah, what you'll find on this series is I have an idea on what I'm trying to achieve. That bush needs to go. That bush needs to go. There you go. That bush needs to go. So I have a general... There's a different approach, but it sounds like it worked out for you. Yes, exactly. Because in 19, I went with the idea of trees. And I took everything out. I just got... Not fed up, but everyone goes down the same road as forestry. So, generically on here, I'm actually going to pull 1,000 off that pile. And then we'll go for the trailer. So, I didn't want to go the same road. So, for the first 15 harvests, we've just been running off a 40 grand budget a year. No real leasing. Well, no leasing at all. No loans. I have changed my mind slightly on the loans. What's in the use today anyway? Nothing. So, we can only loan... We can only loan for... used equipment that we know we need and we can realistically pay back. So I'm hoping in the next year we should be getting about 120 grand a year off this farm. The chickens produce, now we've got 2 pens, that will produce 80, should produce 80 grand a year for us. I think we'll get about 40 from the lettuce, and the sheep is still an unknown. Right, that's the last load out of here. So that will do. So that's the last load out of there. The sheep is still an unknown. I will be going wool and fabric. Right, we're not quite on that edge, are we? I want to move it slightly that way. Just check the lineman map. Yeah, we're fine on there. I'm having a slight issue with the lumberjack mod. So I'm not convinced these tree stumps are working to get rid of. So that just takes the top out, which is okay. See, on the smaller tree stump, it works. Let's remove that lump. Yeah, it's not weird that that's not applying to clearing. Right. So let's digitalistically run that down. It needs to be like all the way down to 18, I meant. Nope. So it's a little bit too much. So 21. Nope, so it needs to be the one before 21, so 30. It's going to leave me a lot of overlap, but hey yo. Yeah, we're going to need to top up before we do that. So any problem running the headland mode, it does have an issue with that, but it's fine. Right, let's refill. This is why I can't wait for precision farming. That was almost... Right, let's drop this down to 15. We can cut that bottom end in by 15. But this is kind of why I put this trailer here like this, because I knew it'd be easier. And as you said, it's just finding stuff that works well. Right. Let's try 36 meters on this one. Let's turn the lines off for a moment. Oh no, let's put them on. Let's go, hit that. Well, 36 meters actually cover the whole lot. Okay. So I'm thinking going like there-ish. It's funny, I was about to turn that off when it just reached that point. So I reckon 15 meters might do it. Let's drop it to 21. Let's rotate that around. Go center track. See if 21 will do it. So I get my angle right, 21 should do it. Just gotta get my angle right. Coming into that corner. Not quite nailed it. I'm missing a couple of bits. Well, that kind of worked. Right, let's drop that down to 15. Let's go fill up the little bits we've missed. So that shouldn't be too bad. And this is why I can't wait for precision farming to come back. Because it actually makes liming enjoyable. You don't waste much. I might actually just run 15-metre centres. I don't know if it uses less lime or not, but I might actually try it on this field. Just run 15-metre centre, or 21-metre centre, should I say. So let's run it to 21. Let's go hit shift, hit shift. 1,000-metre lines, we should be good. Right, we want to be over this way. No, we don't. We want to be in a bit because that's missed that corner. It's 21 metre. Yeah, let's just try 21 metre, see what we get with 21 metre. It's going through about the same rate. So it might actually be worth just spreading a full hit. So let's up that to 36. Grab some more lime and just see where the 36 metre board gives us. Okay, so 36 metre isn't quite going to reach. We could actually go full whack 42 on this field. And let's see how much the 42 uses. We knew how much the 15 used. 800 litres. So we have got that odd shape at the bottom of this field. It shouldn't be too much of an issue. Leave a wide enough gap. Start about there-ish. Okay, I thought that actually adjusted accordingly. It didn't. Which is quite funny, actually. So yeah, I've got a 15 metre. That's what I'm trying to do. Is work out the best way of doing it. At the end of the day, at least lime's pretty cheap. Compared to the rest of our expenses we got on here. Right, now we nail it to 15 metre. So I think that gap's about 50. Let's go 18 and see what that gap looks like. Looking at that, you probably go down even further. That's kind of thing. It's just working out where the best place to run it is. There you go. That fills in just about enough. Is there anything else I've missed on that field? Or is that complete? To be honest, it doesn't really matter. I don't mind little bits being missed. So yeah, we've got a bit of work on that field. The whole bottom end we've created. And all of that. So I'm happy with that. Let's spin this back to 42. Spin that back that way. Press that button. Resets. And that's kind of the thing. It's just working on a system that works. That kind of makes sense. I might actually go buy a set of pallet forks in a minute. We haven't actually got a set of pallet forks for this. It's actually working quite well. Considering. It's actually going really well. So I'm actually quite pleased with how this is running. Then we just got the bottom end of that field that we created. We should be able to run that on 15. But we'll see if there's any extra needed laying in. Morning, Pete. How are you? Hope you're doing well this morning. Drop that down to 30. Well, that's good. Is it cold where you are or not too bad? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Life's not going too bad, which I can't grumble at. Two degrees. What's the wind chill like though? Well, that could have gone worse. Let's up that. Let's up that up to 21 meters. Let's put that to 21. That's good. You got no wind chill. That's good. I've kind of messed this field up, but it's worked. Pete, was it you who recommended me to watch Sim Farmer? Or was it someone else? I can't remember. I'm waiting for Friday and Saturday. You're going to be 25. You'll be shorts and a t-shirt, man. Bet you can't wait for that. Not you. Okay. Someone told me, and I can't remember who it was. I gotta admit, yeah. Have a look at Sim Farmer on YouTube. Because he's done the time lapse of No Man's Land, but he's done it like a multiplayer kind of thing. So a lot of hard work gone into it. And I actually kind of like what he's done. Because he's like, literally seems to be running two kind of PCs. Not PCs, but two kind of character systems. That's probably made no sense to anyone, but hey, ho. We've used less lime than I expected. If I'm going to be honest. I am tempted to just go over and probably lime the rest of our fields. Just to mean everything's going to be harvested in together. So all the fields be done together, but I'm not sure. I'll see how I feel about that. We've got a bit up here that needs doing. That should be near enough nailed. Not quite. Still needs a little bit more. Has that done it? That hollow now. That's done it. Just gonna pick up some more lime. I'm literally not worried how much we go through. Because, yeah. So today's job is that we then need to get... So after we've done this, we need to then get the... To be honest, the only field needs doing are the... There's only one field that we need to actually cultivate. But 3 we need to cultivate. Yeah, and then there's a gap. No, okay. You know what? I'm just going to do the whole field. You know what? Let's just do the whole field. A trailer could do with being moved, to be honest with you, but yeah, I'm just going to go and do the whole field. Got the line for it. Let's just do the whole field. I'm just doing bits and it's just, yeah, doing my head in. See, as we got money, we will then upgrade equipment and stuff. But it's as and when we got money. And that's kind of the thing, is getting the cash. Let's unload the other side because this is all coming one-sided now. Good. Yes, 1,000 litres done. Hope everyone who's in the stream are enjoying this and learning. And just generally having a good time. That's the problem if you put GPS on at the wrong point. It does kind of do that. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking of getting a sprayer. Not a sprayer. A spreader at some point. But I'm really pleased with how this farm's going. We need a lot more trees. So that'll be something in the next few harvests I'll be looking at. Getting a tree planter in, unless that mod turns up. Because player plant trees, I really want. Let's actually run it. Give me a second. I've got an idea. Let me just do something. Because if that turns up, then let me just download that. Let's just randomly see. Let's just see if that's floating around. Nope. Okay. Right, so this is the 2019 mod. I'm going to run it through the testing tool. Right, give me 2 seconds. I want to just try some extract. So it's an FS19 mod. I know it's going to bring up a lot of errors, but I just want to see. So 63. And then I'll shape, well, drop. Press the wrong button. Give me a sec, guys. If I can get this to work, oh boy, I'll be happy. Because this will solve a lot of my issues. So, let's go on here. Mod description. 63. Save. Tree saplings. Open that up. we want to resave the i3D file. File, save as, tree saplings, binary save, and that should create me. Okay, that's not worked. Yep. That should give me a new... Right, what we'll do is we'll finish... What we're doing, we'll finish this off. So it's past the testing tool. I know I've just deleted the music again. It's past the testing tool. So that's job 1 done. It's past the testing tool. So if we can get this in game, then yeah. We might start doing forestry on here. Right, that'll do. Right, that should be still that middle block. Oh boy. We're down to 15. Oh, it's this block here it's struggling on. Yeah. And at least that's 90% of this yield done. So let's grab one more trailer, we're going to log off, we're going to load that pallet in. Because if it works, then I'm going to go and plant a load of trees. Specifically up in that top corner. I can see myself joining them two fields, so that's why I want to put some trees in. Along there. That's good. Got an even amount on either side now. I do. I'm not worried about the odd bits and pieces being missed. So it's just tiny bits in places. Overall, that's done. Plough doesn't need to be done. Fertilise is 50-50. You got some bits that have been missed. A big chunk on that field. Right, we'll fill this back up 1,000 litres and then we'll dump this on the top. And then we'll come back for the trailer in a minute. Right, I'm going to go and see if I can put player plants trees mod in. If I can do, we're going to go plant a whole load of trees. So this is not going to cost us an arm and a leg to do. Right, GPS should be turned off. Right, so I'm going to park this up here because we'll come back to this in a minute. Right, so come out, we'll save. And then we're going to come out and we'll kind of come back in. So yeah, it's past the test tool. Let's see if it works in game. Let's put some music back on in the background because it's dead quiet. I would do if the game didn't load. So first things first, we have to check is downloadable content. Playing, there you go, it's there. Is it in here? Or we got to work out if there's an issue? No, there's an issue. No, it's there. Okay. Yep, it's not coming up as an issue. So let's see if we got an issue with it in game. Interesting, he's put an extra fence in. I only just seen this. There's a fence. See, he's put extra fences in. Because how I start this was slightly differently. I've only just noticed that. Because I knew that was there. Right. I don't know where it would be. So let's just start. Click on here. Right, it's there. So. Is it in? Okay. Right. Let's now grab a box of let's grab a pallet. So that's what they'll look like, or they'll look like that. They're a bit taller. Let's buy that. Head back up to the store. So the mod's in game, but it's not working right. Let's see if we can work out what's going wrong. So give me 2 seconds. Let me just crash that. Put you on that. So it's not the LUA, it's this one I want. Right. So we might need to change the actual thing. So right, so let's open up the mod description. So let's see if I can actually work out We've got name. Okay, nope. So I'm just trying to work out why it's not working. But it's fine. We can always try again later. Let's open Power Tools. No, that's an LUA file. Language. There you go. Right, that's not what I want. Nope. More trees. There you go. Mod description. Oh, so that's just an LUA file. Try that. I'm just looking through to see if there's anything I've missed. Right, so I can't. I'm going to leave it for a minute. So I can actually work that out properly. I'm going to drop it out. So give me 2 seconds. Let me uninstall the mod. So I tried. Didn't quite go to plan. So let's carry on with today's job list.
A wise man once said.
So let me just get rid of it. So I tried, but it hasn't quite worked, so it's fine, because as soon as we get enough money,
Like a light lighting up in the dark. You make it right.
right, so let's deal with this as the next. You know, it's kind of messed up. Right, let's deal with this. Let's move the whole thing back. Okay, that's not the issue. The issue is it's not turning itself on. Right, what? That's what I was looking for. I knew there was this. I knew there was a button somewhere I was mispressing. Right, let's move this out of the way. So we haven't got any pallet forks. I'm not going to buy them, so we're just going to move this lot by hand. Just load it up in the back of the garage by hand. I'm going to get rid of that. First one, I've had that for a while. There's 4 either side, so we'll just, for the moment, because I've got an idea with this, I'm going to do later. So we just want to part these over here. Because I probably will get, I want to see how much the forks are in a minute. So that's my next job. How much are they? £8,000. Forget that. 800. Yeah, 800 quid. Standard pallet forks, they'll do. So all I'm just going to do is move them out of the way, and then we'll fork them later. That kind of makes sense. We've got to go grab the trailer anyway. The range on this is pretty good. That's not what I want. It's not what I want. Now we just shift this out there. Shift this to like there. Shift this lot to like there. Then we can just move, or I'll do it off screen, just move all of the pallets in. There's 1, 2, so we'll work out what we've actually got in a minute. Sheep are happy, we'll check the sheep in a second, but yeah. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Still like 18,000 litres here. Is that it and done? I think so. Yep, we're good. So we'll just leave this lot here like this. We're just going to grab this lot and we're just going to shove this like literally in there like that. So we've got 8 grand. We might need to buy some more seed. But that's kind of why that I've got the pallet forks down the bottom that we bought. Just going to tidy this one up because it's going to annoy me if it's parked there. They do kind of stack. Just about. Not the best thing in the world to stack. So I'll go put this back in the shed. And then we want to go pick up the cultivator and we'll start in the big field across the back. So that's going to take a little while. We're doing well. There's nothing in the store today, is there? It's appeared while we're in there. Yep. We don't need that. That's a 9-meter disc harrow. And if it was me, I would be getting it in the K-line. It's not bad. But that's kind of the thing. It's like as we go, you just upgrade. So I said I'm thinking about changing that combine out. I know we got the side hill on it. I've left the front loader on. Just because you wouldn't keep having it on and off, I don't think. Someone did say that in a previous video, you wouldn't have it keep coming on and off. We do technically need a stone pick all our fields at some point. Right, so. Cable's not connected, I don't think. No, now they are. Right, so. Should be able to see the gap. That's it. So we want 0.5. Right, let me just choose music back on. And off we go. So yeah, so we're not doing too bad. Yeah, the only field we could change is this bottom one. And we just come in. So I think that would look slightly better, so I might actually do that. When we come to... Yeah, not this... I might do that before we plant. Just cut in. So it looks a bit odd having that. That just stopped bang on top. I don't know. Okay, I've just got caught. Right, let's see if we can work out roughly where that line is. So, in theory, most of this should be ready. Yeah. See, I said I want to go over. I'll show you what I want to do in a minute when we come back down the next path. There you go. So it's leaving the header bang on. That's slightly out. There you go. I want that 6 meter all in one, so it means we can get rid of this pretty much. For the headland mode, we need to drop this back down to about 8 miles an hour. So we're trying to line this up again to be about there. Hang on. It's weird. Sometimes courseplay gets introduced. Sometimes speed control gets put on. Sometimes it don't. Again, we just need to line this up bang on. Be about there somewhere, I reckon. Nope. There you go. I knew we'll get it slightly out. But no, I'm hoping everyone who's actually in here, because we've got 7 people lurking. I'm hoping you're enjoying the series so far. How are the animals doing? Since we're halfway through the field. Interesting. We got the glitch that can't tell you anything. So they've got enough food. They've got enough food. They've got enough food. They've got enough water. So yeah, I'm hoping next November earning 100 grand plus. So we might actually be able to start, because the thing is, it's all about progression. It's all about making that progress. Can't speak English right now. All about making the progress. I am thinking about adjusting this forest, squaring that. Like, I'm thinking of moving this across, and then moving that stem of trees. So let's try this again, just in case it turns itself on. No, it's not going to. Right, we want to be about there. There you go. Not quite nailed it, but it is there or thereabouts. It doesn't really matter as long as it's close. So running around on 8 mile an hour headlands is about right. So it doesn't actually take too long, and this is why I think the 6 meter cedar will be about right. If this kind of works, because it's oilseed rape that'll be going in to them back fields. So you've got 1, 2, 3. You've got 5 back fields, and I think a couple of big oak trees and stuff would look nice up there as well. There you go, that's nailed. I wish cruise control would just turn on. That's the only adjustment I would make the headland to this. That cruise control would turn on. I quite like that second chicken pen in the middle of them trees. Pardon me, it looks quite cool. And that's why I've not flattened. And that's why I look over there and go, right, we need another forest. I quite like the expansion. It breaks it up, if that kind of makes sense. There you go. Yeah, tree pallets. Let's go standard 1,000. So you've got spruce, pine, stone pine, birch, oak, willow, maple, dogwood, hickory, elm, cypress, and then silverberry. If you go into this mod, you get 120 pieces spruce. So you get 2 types of spruce. You get pine, stone pine, birch, oak. So I'll be tempted to put some oak in. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Is adding some oak. So lining it up and adding the oak. Because I'm not planning to crowd the yard out. So if you go on buildings, what fence? So I've not actually looked at fences on it. I'm gonna go to there. Decoration, fences. Okay, so you have got hedges. So you can put hedges in. So there are options there. Right, what have we got for this inner edge? you kind of can see the difference. So I'm going to leave this. I'm going to head in and see where it actually changes. Be about, so this is all about a width for the moment. So we want to start it about there is what I'm guessing. So we come back just in case it decides. Yeah, it did. So that should be nailed on, yeah. So that's fine, because then we can run that headland. That works. But that's kind of what I'm getting at. It's like, if we can produce, because that'd be a barley field. So if these three can produce 50,000 litres, just call it. Are we rolling? Yeah, we are. I didn't realise we're rolling. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, so if these can produce 50,000 litres of barley, and then it means we'll have, say, yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,000 litres, 25,000 pounds worth of canola out of this lot. Give or take. It's only a rough, because we have expanded that field a fraction, and that gives us another bow to our string for something else to selling. Because I think long term, the lettuce will go, and the chickens. So long term, I probably will run sheep and cows, but that's just my opinion. But we're talking probably, yeah, I got quite a bit of work I want done on this farm. So it's just getting the work done. At the moment, I'm ignoring if it is worth. Yeah, that was. I didn't even realise that. I changed it. It didn't even turn the GPS on, which I find a bit peculiar. That's the button I wanted to press. So I don't know if this will be a perfect width alignment or not. It should be. Looks like I've got it about nailed, generically speaking. But that's kind of the thing with the amount of the bucket is £3,000, isn't it? The big one. Yeah, I'm in something at the moment in my head. I'll back and get that in a minute. Right, we'll change the music over in a second. We'll just check the map. Make sure we've nailed everything. It's a shame. So that's 6 meter. Right. Yeah, I was just thinking out loud. Right, give me 2 seconds. I'm just doing something quickly. Right. Yeah, that's fine, Pete. I understand. 39. Right. What I've just quickly done is I've exported a couple more through. So that should be good. Problem is it does get a little bit confusing. And we've got a seabed created across here. So yeah, we're good. So I could have gone square, didn't. That's the thing. There's like different ways you can do stuff. For them trees at the back, I'm going to go first person on all this. Yeah. And it works well. The system works really well. I'm still looking at that big combine with the GPS. And then we could possibly make it feel a bit bigger. You don't want them too big. Oh, I'm in the wrong mode. Otherwise my steering wheel was still racked. There you go, nailed it. I haven't been playing Ark much, to be honest with you. I really need to get on Ark. I've just been enjoying putting the hours on here, to be honest with you. yeah, when we have that all in one, it will be a trailed unit, so it wouldn't be as easy to do this. So you would be looking at 2 headlands. Give or take. It's funny, you come by the field and then you get weed straight after. It's quite funny actually. To you ploughmen, we've missed that section, so we're going to go back over. So it will present a new challenge. This field may change, and this may become a grass field. It just may be easier running as a grass field. And then create another field would be better. And that's the thing, it's just finding out what works. I said it depends with that unit, because you got because it turns. It might be a case that this might be a case of getting static 6 meter. But there's not. I don't actually know what. 300 horses. Ironically, it uses more than that. But yeah, we need to do some work first. We need to upgrade this tractor and stuff before we can even look at that. Right, I'm just going to do that because I just want to have a look at something right. That's +6. We want +5. Or +7, should I say. I think that's close enough. Right, so what I'll call this stream in a minute, I think. Let's get the last couple of rows put in. We'll do the headland next time. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Right, so this will be the last one. Right, that'll do. So we'll park this back over here to get this headland run. Let's just do the headland. Not going to take 30 seconds to put the headland in. Just run the headland in. If you do a job, let's do a job right. Nope, did not expect that to miss. All that. There you go. Nailed that. Now we just nail this front piece. Till that corner comes to about there. I said when you got the right equipment, then you can start adding it, saving up and adding production buildings in. It's just getting the basics in. And that's why it's taken 70 hours just to get the basics. We're not quite at 2-day season just yet. If this runs how I want it, I think we'll have enough field space to do what we need to. Right. Double check the map. Yep. That's good. Right. Now we head over to the top. And we'll call that there. I'm happy with that. Right. I do. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on soon.